What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Conversation Station. Now, I just wanted to make this video as a little bit of like a celebration video. One of my YouTube videos is actually close to hitting 200 views. It's at 176 right now, and it's episode 57, the Jackie Chan highlight. It's kind of cool because like before that, the only ones that were getting like more views were like the comic book ones, which I really like doing comic book stuff, but I just want to like eventually transition into doing other stuff too. I have a few other highlights. I've done Bo Burnham, Togi, and Dope Visuola. Those ones didn't get too many views, which, you know, it's just understandable. But it's really cool to see this Jackie Chan highlight actually doing good because I did plan it out for a while. It's only 9 minutes and 14 seconds long, but I really did. I put a lot of thought into it. I thought about doing it for a long time and what pieces of his career that I was going to put in there. I did leave out the Jackie Chan Adventures, the cartoon show, which I just cannot believe I did that. But I just completely, for some reason, skipped over it, and I think honestly I'll probably just do a whole episode dedicated to that show just because I like it so much. But you know, that's just one of the things I did forget some things, and that kind of bugs me, but I'm glad I kept it short because I think keeping the videos short, or you know, what helps keep people's attention. But like I said, I've planned this for probably over a month, just thinking about the Jackie Chan highlight and how I was gonna word it, and what, like I said, what pieces I was going to put into it. And obviously it was, you know, the obvious pieces, Rush Hour and things like that, were super easy to talk about. But I just wanted to put in a little bit more information that even I didn't know. Things like, you know, what he was part of as a child, and, you know, that he was a child actor and he's been trained his whole life and things like that. But honestly, it's just really crazy that 176 people watched my video. Before this, the Alien Earth review was the one that was like going up in views. But for some reason, the Jackie Chan highlight just started going up a little bit more. So now we're almost at 200 views, and I'm just really excited. I think that's really cool. If you go back to my first videos and literally have 0 views, I'm just sitting here talking to a camera. You know, so far I haven't been able to have any guests yet, but that's definitely on my list of things I really want to get completed on this show, is to have a guest and then, you know, to be able to do interviews and things like that. Because that's really what this was supposed to be, just a place where I can conversate and talk to people and, you know, have engaging conversation. That's the whole point of Conversation Station.
You're repeating yourself, you know that? You're repeating yourself.
You're repeating yourself. You're repeating yourself. You know.
And it's also just to, you know, chronicle a little bit of my life. That way, you know, once I'm gone or whatever, or just later in life, if the kids ever want to go back and look at these pieces or look at, you know, anything that I've talked about, and they can. Since seeing how good this highlight video is done, I've written a couple other names in my book just of other highlights that I want to do. I've had a few other people that I have really been wanting to do highlights of, but it's just the same thing. I really want to get it right. I want to add pieces of their career and their life that I actually have seen and know about, because obviously anybody you take, you're not going to see everything that they've ever done. A big portion of Jackie Chan's movies in like the 90s, I just really didn't know too many of them, didn't really talk about them, but he has an extensive movie career, and just, you know, the ability to see all of them would just be hard. But, you know, I've seen the classics and the ones that I feel are important, and then to get to do the dive and to see all these other films and then, you know, learn about them and, you know, want to watch them later, that's really awesome. Now, a little bit off subject, I just wanted to show this off real quick. It was got a few things the other day, and just wanted you guys to check them out. So I picked up this 1988 Amazing Spider-Man 301 with the Todd McFarlane cover art. I just don't have any old Amazing Spider-Mans, so I wanted an old Amazing Spider-Man. I was really happy that I got it. The cover art's insane. The whole story is really good. It's just, and the next thing I got is a Spider-Man puzzle. Something to add to the wall. So, I know I already have a lot of Spider-Man up there, but, you know, I'll have probably, let's see, 6 Spider-Man puzzles in total on the wall. I really do enjoy making these videos. Hopefully, you know, anybody watching can see the progress from when I first started up until now. I mean, I really am trying to get better at editing and everything else that I'm doing, and just speaking in general and placing things in the right spot. It's not as easy as I never thought it was easy, but it's definitely more complicated than I thought it'd be. And it just takes me a while. Honestly, if I told you how long it took me to edit the Jackie Chan highlight, you'd probably laugh at me, being that it's only a 9-minute video. But I'm not good at it yet, and I'm really working on getting better. I condense stuff down and take so much out just to keep it a short video, you know, to try to keep people's attention spans, because I know how, you know, fleeting they are. Now, that's not to say people don't appreciate long form content. They do, but I just think the content has to be really, really good. And I'm honest when I say I'm not out here making Mr. Beast style content. I don't have, millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars in production value. I'm just a guy sitting here with a GoPro. I'm doing my best with what I got. And that's all I can really give. And the fact that people are willing to watch that, and 176 people, gave me a little bit of their time to watch one of my videos, I think that's really cool. Really appreciative of all the subscribers I've gotten so far. I'm up to 14, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, just the slow climb. It's, it's fun. I just never, I didn't know what to expect in doing this. I've been doing it since November of last year. So, I just want to keep going, and I want to keep having fun with these milestones and keep being able to do stuff. But overall, the ending to get to what I want to get to is just to do interviews, have meaningful conversations, bring episodes in that really make people talk and think. That's the whole point of this show, to create a space where I can come in and give my opinions or comments on whatever specific thing that I just don't feel really fits anywhere else. Now, the internet's not the perfect place, and I know I'm just a guy yapping at the camera, but I feel like this is the place to, create my own little area. This is what I do, and I'm going to keep doing it, and I really hope to take it further. I hope in time you'll see more than me just sitting in this spot. While I'll keep a level of consistency, I always want to grow, and I really hope that you guys get to see that growth, and I get to see that growth. I think I've seen growth over time just from my first video up until now. And I'm really proud of how much progress I've made. So I think going forward, we'll see way more. I think I'll get way better. And I think if I bring people in and, get a little bit of help, I definitely think that will expand my horizons a little bit. But overall, I just want to say thank you. I do appreciate everybody who watches any of my episodes, even for just a second, even if you just kind of skip through it. I genuinely appreciate it. Like I said, I don't expect anything from this. So I really do appreciate any time you spent watching my video. Like and subscribe if you do like anything that you see. Thank you, and I hope to see you again.